Hey, I'm switching it up today. I'm going back with the first vantage point. But I don't know why. That's a little less early. I'm definitely going back to sleep because I was definitely up way too late last night. Uh, I'm not up way too late, but not trying to have a headache today because I didn't get enough sleep. But I decided to do this real quick. First time I woke up, I believe I woke up before 8. Well, maybe not. First time I woke up, it was like 8 something. Well, I didn't go right to bed, so that would put me at about 3 hours. And it's not even 11 yet, so it's like 2 periods of less than 3 hours of sleep. But I felt led to do this real quick, and I'm gonna make this real quick. See if you can see those. Not extreme. Let's just do this. Let's make it easy on all sides, shall we? So it seems going around today. I think I'm gonna do another top, middle, and bottom, and then I'll clarify if I need to. What needs to be seen today? Let's try it. Oh, Chino just started barking. I said, Mr. Jones, something to get by. These are not shuffling. That one today. I'll do 2 more. And then I'm just start. That's a little better. I'll do a cut. Top. Oh, 2 cards. The Mason and the Queen of Pentacles. No, that's the Scarlet Shield. The bottom is the Knight of Pentacles. The middle. It's a message. Stronghold of the Zephyrs. This is a lot of earth and air. Interesting. What's logical, what's reasonable, and what's practical. That's what this is all about. What is the message of the Archangels? The Tower. Bottom of the deck is a politic. So, let's see. Ooh, I'm about to sneeze, y'all. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Yeah, ooh. Perfect. So, the Scarlet Shield, the Mason, and the Shining Quarry on the outside. Queen of Swords, 3 of Orbs, Knight of Orbs. I feel like this is saying that when it came time to a certain partnership, or when it came down to a certain partnership, I feel like there was something that somebody said or thought that they would never do. And this could have been the way you thought about a person in the past. It could be the way you thought about a job in the past, or it could be the way you thought about a certain avenue of opportunity in the past. And I feel like it's changing. Slowly but surely, maybe. Not all at once. This is almost the energy of like something changing. It's like your mind on something is changing, your opinion is changing. If this is a person, it's because the person is changing. If this is a job, it's because the leadership has changed or the structure has changed. If this is another, it's like something was changed, and at the same time, it's changing. Your opinion on it is changing as well. If you're like, maybe this thing wasn't so bad. See, but again, this is a Three of Pentacles coming out. So this is more about a partnership. And this is more about equal give and take, right? Because with the Mason, that's two people building. This ain't one person building everything or doing everything. Either it has been changed or it will change. And on one hand, it's like it's gonna be something that you can work with now to begin establishing yourself, or it's going to be in a process of change. So let's say that someone's done some healing and they come back, they reach out, they make communication, but they're not completely done going through whatever they're going through. Like maybe this is saying that they're still going through a process of change, and so have some patience with them. And with the job, it could be that, like, let's say it's a startup, or let's say it's a company that's just gone through major restructuring because of what's happening in the world right now. I think this is the potential for it to be, it's like they're building up. Maybe with this tower, it's like they had more orbs before, but because of this tower moment, they got struck back down to like one or two, right? And so they're going to be rebuilding, and they're looking for someone to come in and to help them get back to wherever they were. Ace of Cups, this came out yesterday. That's all about healing the self, healing and purifying the self. That's all about your connection to spirit. That's all about a certain element of dissolution. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. We got an ace followed by two twos. Two of Pentacles and Two of Swords, the Nocturne and the Blind Seer. Have I ever read the Blind Seer? I don't think so. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups, which granted, I'm actually going to read the Blind Seer because I don't think I've ever read it before. Now I'm going to try to keep this fairly short because my iPad is not plugged up and I do not want it to die. And cut me short, but if it dies, it dies. It was meant to be. It was meant to be, baby, it's meant to be. If it's meant to be. Okay. Two of Swords, the Blind Seer. This is upright. It's Rahel. Ruling angel is Cameo. Zoom out a little bit. Got to zoom out a little bit more. Okay. A blindfolded seer sits on a stone bench wielding two crossed swords over her heart. Upon her belt are the phases of the moon. Above her is the eye of providence, radiating with light, encircled by a vermilion ring emblematic of the monad. The twin swords are the ego and the self. Her crossed wrists form a double vajra. Behind her, the great salt sea of awareness merges with the mystic sea. Behind the seer on either side are twin pillars reminiscent of the priestess and the chancellor's realms. The pillars feature reliefs of the sacred Ankh, and near the top of each pillar sculpted palm leaves. Along the base and behind her bench is a green threshold of 7 blooming hollyhock flowers. Rubedo, the actualization or consummation stage in the alchemical process of realizing the great work, is associated with the archetypal nature of merging the ego with the self. The spirit occupant is the blind seer, sightless to ongoings of the lower realms, yet one who sees that which those of the lower realms cannot. The blind seer is also a threshold guardian for the priestess and the chancellor. She can also appear to prophesy an apocalyptic vision. Okay. Alright. So this is Spirit coming to tell you basically that it's time for a chapter to close. Because she brings this, she can prophesy an apocalyptic vision. This card is all about transitioning from one world to another, usually from a lower world to a higher, and making that a smooth sort of like, the smoother it is, the more likely it is to occur. And this way, is all about spiritual connection. And so maybe this is something within you that has changed that will make you better fit to come into this partnership and to make it something flourishing and abundant. Because I feel like whatever this is going to require a certain element of determination and diligence, because that Knight of Swords, that Knight of Pentacles is there. And then again, we have the Wish Granted at the bottom of the deck now. So you have been transformed, you have been changed to claim what it is that you've been wishing for. And there's a few times I've been saying that. It's like when you were wishing for this, you were also wishing for these dark nights. Because in order to get you to a place where you can claim whatever this is, you have to be changed. Six of Swords is right here. I don't know why I randomly wanted to do that. But the Six of Swords is right here. That's the movement required to get you to be where you want to go. And that's what all of this is about. And so, when the wheel starts to turn in this situation, right, because we have two wheels in this card. We have the old karmic wheel with the South Node, and then we have the new, a new karmic wheel. They're both karmic. Excuse me. But the wheel of karmic justice with the South Node, and then the wheel of karmic reward with the North Node, right? You are kind of sort of standing at the threshold of both the High Priestess and the Justice card with this card. And then you have this Ace of Cups here, which is like fulfillment beyond fulfillment, basically, is what we say, right? And fulfilling connections. And so it's like you have to, this is a merging of the ego and the self. And so I feel like someone may be in this period of accepting the limitations that they used to have. One moment. I'm almost done, so I'm not going to blow my nose, but I just woke up. And I'm about to go back to sleep. But yeah, this is like someone accepting their own limitations, someone accepting how they used to get in the way of things. And maybe instead of a partnership with somebody else, this is going to be creating some sort of balance between you, the merging of the ego and the self, and then we have this partnership here with this Queen of Swords. And so this could be about sort of creating a united mental front so that you can proceed, so that you can continuously manifest things that are going to get you closer to this Nine of Cups, instead of doing this sort of like back and forth dualistic, like north node, south node, north node, south node, north node, south node. Egos. Where's it? Ego in the self? Ego self, ego self, ego self. Yeah. Twin swords are the ego and the self. Because once she uncrosses this. Oh, I see it now. I was like, the double Vajra. Where's the double Vajra? I see it now. Yeah, this is about creating a united middle front within you so you can solidly make continuously forward progress on whatever it is, your magnum opus, your great work, right? The Mason is symbolic of working towards the great work, and the great work could just be the thing that you're meant to do in this lifetime, right? Or one of the things, maybe one of the many things you're meant to do in this lifetime. Who says you can only do one? Who says you're only meant to do one? But you gotta start somewhere. And so I'm gonna pull out the I Ching around this Scarlet Shield in the Shining Dew. And then I'll close it off here. Asking how we missed our chance. Okay, let's not do that thing today, please, because I am really, thank you, trying to get this done. So upper trigram, Knight of Orbs is Earth. Lower trigram, Queen of Swords is Lake. Earth over Lake. Earth over Lake is 19. Spring is coming. I love that. This is Lynn. Spring is coming. It says, in ascent to greatness, prosperity and gains to come. Great benefits from completing the endeavor at hand. The divine light expands your power. After overcoming many obstacles, you are now ready to enjoy the dawn of success. As you reach your pinnacle, do not look down on those below you, and do not be arrogant. Use your abundance to protect your kingdom and those who are less fortunate. At the arrival of the 8th moon, be aware of another's ominous intentions. You will enjoy an enduring period of success, but around the 8th month mark, the envy of others may trigger them to take malicious action against you, so be wary and careful. The 8th moon could be, because I think we started off, anyway, we had the 8th moon would be the 2nd moon and the 4th sign, right? So we had the moons in Capricorn season this year. I gotta go back and look. Because it may have been the full moon that went into the eclipse. And then the new moon may have actually been last year. New moon and full moon 2020. Asking why missed our chance. What? Moon phases for New York? What the? Here we go. Moon phases 2020. I don't know what that was about. Oh, I want for this whole year, for the whole year, Time General, dancing in the Okay, this isn't gonna get me what I want. I actually wanted to see if Google has like a Lunation sort of add-on for Google Calendar, for the calendar app. Hopefully this is it. Okay, nose. Alright, nose. not do this right now? Nose is like, can you not sleep with the window open and your fans on when the temperature's dropping outside? Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. I want a full list, please. Okay, here we go. So we had a full moon January 10th, and then the new moon the 24th. Full 9, new 23. Full 9, new 24. Full 8, new 23. So the 8th moon was the Taurus new moon. And that was April 23rd. So the 8th month is August. You will enjoy an enduring period of success, but around the 8th month mark, the envy of others may trigger them to take malicious action against you. So be wary and careful. At the arrival of the 8th moon, be aware of another's ominous intentions. How do we... Why? After overcoming many obstacles, you are now ready to enjoy the dawn of success. As you reach your pinnacle, do not look down on those below you, and do not be arrogant. Use your abundance to protect your kingdom and those who are less fortunate. At the arrival of the 8th moon, be aware of another's ominous intentions. You will enjoy an enduring period of success, but around the 8th month mark, the envy... Ooh, okay. So potentially, it may not be your story. Maybe only take the part where it says spring is coming because of all the work you've done. Right? This is someone who has successfully gone through the tower moments, who has gone through this sort of integration balance here, that is ready to move forward steadily towards proceeding towards their great work and sailing away from a bunch of chaos to everything that they've wished for. Right? Including whatever that Ace of Cups could be. So it's like around, I guess from the 23rd of April is when somebody may start getting a little jealous, a little envious. And as things really start to come in, it might blow up by August. Depending on how lit your summer is and how lit somebody else's summer ain't. They may be like, whoa, well, how did that happen? I don't know. Potentially take it if it resonates. Hopefully it don't, and I just read into all that for no reason. So I hope you have a good whatever whenever you see this. I don't mind. There you go. I hope you have a good whatever whenever you see this. I'm going to give this an upload, go back to sleep, and I'm going to have a good sleep. So you should have a good time.